Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your weekend forecast. This is my singles prediction for the weekend for March 6th through Sunday, March 8th. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. I do have some charms and some initials today for you. So we will see what Spirit has. And I also have lots of messages. So let's call in our spirit guides. Let's call in our angels, see what Spirit wants for you today. Welcome, everybody. This is a collective love reading. So any sign is welcome. Any sign of a person that possibly is on your mind. You may get a confirmation of somebody that you're thinking of today with some initials or some of the other clues that Spirit shares with you. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have language. Learn the language of each other's love. Communicate the depths of the soul. Love language. Sometimes it's body language. It's eye contact. It's you can look at your person across the room and they say, "Hey, I want to get out of here." You know, like I've had enough of this. I've had enough of these people. So we can start to read each other. We know each other's actions, responses. We know how somebody is going to handle a situation. We know what they're going to say in a situation, what they're going to like, what they don't like. So all of those things are really, really important because it's all part of how we communicate. We don't just talk. I mean, it's body language, eye contact, facial expressions. I have polish. Forge stronger bonds through mutual polishing. I like that. It's like the longer that we get to know each other, the shinier we become, you know, the more glow we have or the more vibrant we become, the more people notice us, Spirit just said. So there's a sense of polishing. Okay, what's this one jumping over here? I have an adventure, backpacks. Okay, the backpacks for some reason are jumping out at me. Hikers. I want to backpack, or I did backpack all across Europe. Maybe that's something that somebody did in their story. Embarking on adventures together. Maybe that's on my bucket list, is that I want to just, you know, go places with just a backpack on my back and not have like all the worries of the world, you know, or I carry a backpack, you know, it's like I have a backpack for my gym clothes. I always have my backpack in the car. I was, you know, like that's my thing. So that could actually be a pretty decent clue for somebody. I have lock your communication away from the world's interference. Little bit of I want to keep it a secret for now, but not because it's a third party situation, not because I'm afraid of you or I'm embarrassed of you in any way. It's more of I want to see where this goes before we announce it to the world. Okay. Especially for those of you that have children. I feel like I'm going to keep it on the QT until I know this is real, because the last thing I'd want to do is introduce you to my children and they get all confused and, you know, and then you're gone and, you know, something happens. So I do feel like, hey, let's just kind of hang out for a little while and see where this goes. And then when the time is right, we'll start to let everybody know that, you know, we definitely been seeing each other and we've been seeing each other for a while and it's been going really well. Something like that. I have a 5 of Cups. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Pentacles. And I have a 9 of Cups. The 5 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles came into me as, again, I don't, it's not that I'm guarding myself. I'm protecting. I don't want to disappoint somebody else is more what I'm feeling. So I'm assuming maybe we have a child involved. I don't want anybody to get too excited. I don't want anybody to give their 2 cents. But then it starts to move into, I feel really secure with this person. I feel that this connection is bringing lots of good things into my life. And I feel I'm starting to really feel the emotional bond and the emotional security. I'm starting to feel safe with this person, Spirit just said. So, all right, we'll share this connection when we're ready. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. Like, there's a part of me that says people kind of know you're seeing somebody. They just haven't met them yet. Like, they kind of know something's going on behind the scenes. I have an 8 of Cups. I have Temperance. I have an Ace of Cups. And I have a Page of Wands. I feel like the 8 of Cups came in as I'm walking toward something that I wanted. Okay. A lot of people read the 8 of Cups differently than I do. I always see it as I'm moving forward. The cups that are behind me, they're emotions that I've already gone through. They're emotions that I don't need to relive. I have learned from them, and I'm kind of trudging forward towards that 9 of Cups. And I want more contentment in my life, and I want, bliss with that 10 of Cups. So right now I feel like I'm moving in that direction. I really would say that. I think that with that Temperance and the Ace of Cups, I feel like this is a gift. I mean, this is coming into me as a spiritual gift. And you could feel an incredible sense of peace, like this dove, peace bird coming in. I also feel like I'm just emotionally opening up. I feel like it's flowing with that Temperance. You can see that the emotions are flowing. But I feel like in a good way. I feel that it's emotionally secure. I'm not on a roller coaster. I'm not afraid. I feel, I just feel like I'm opening up slowly, like a, rosebud, going through, just kind of these stages of opening up and opening up and opening up. But I'm going to say this love is a gift. I feel like it's a spiritual gift. I'm going to say a gift from above, because I do feel this sense of peace. And I don't feel that all the time. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a roller coaster ride. Sometimes I feel like I'm struggling, pulling teeth with something. But I feel pure. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm so peaceful right now. I'm so content. I'm where I want to be. I'm where I want to be. All right, so that's good. Those are all really good feelings, aren't they? All right, let me make room here. I got so many cards. I always have a big bucket of cards to pick from, and wherever Spirit, steers me, I kind of go. All right, so Spirit, please, let's see. Let me see what I'm feeling. All right, let's go over here for a second. Spirit, please share with me. I have a belly dancer, strength, body confidence. I'm going to say sexy. You don't have to be a belly dancer, but you could be in really great shape and you're proud of it. You've been working really hard at your figure or being in shape. You eat well, you exercise, so yeah, I mean, maybe somebody out there is a belly dancer, but it was more of a feeling of I'm proud of my body, no matter what it is. I appreciate my body. I feel sexy, no matter what anybody else thinks. So I think that that's an important feeling. So yeah, if you're taking care of yourself and you're doing the best you can, then yeah, it's a feeling of I feel good. I have a vampire energy. Somebody from your past was draining you. Little bit of a coming out of nowhere sometimes, like it comes out of like the dark corners of my mind. And you're like, why am I thinking about this person? Like, where did that just come from? And it could be from somebody like a long time ago, Spirit just said. But it was like those spider webs in your mind that linger there forever, and you just, something comes forward. So something triggers you every once in a while about that particular person, but just remember that it's not real. Spirit just said those thoughts are not real. They are just, just an impression of the past. Pull yourself back into the present and say, I'm not there today. This is what's real. This is where I am today. And I've got this beautiful love, this peaceful, contentful love. And I'm asking why that vampire is popping in. And they're saying, because I'm afraid that I may be in that kind of situation again. No, it's a totally different person. That's how you have to look at it. It's like two totally different people, and you're not going to be there. I have an impact, a memorable impression. Did I just say an impression a second ago in the back of your head? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you that never watched me, I will talk, and because Spirit's giving me the messages. And then my game with Spirit is I'll flip a card and the card will say something that I just said. So anyways, that was a great example. Thank you, Spirit. It's my little game I play with Spirit. Yeah, this memorable impression of these cobwebs, like, what is triggering me? Fear, wounds, the basics, all that good stuff. Depression, trying to heal from these past wounds. I'm going to go with this belly dancer energy for a second, because this is all telling me that I've got some kind of image in my mind that I struggle with. And it's definitely in the past. It's definitely not coming again. And why does it still linger? You have some unresolved feelings around it. Either you haven't let it go, you haven't surrendered to it, you haven't forgiven that person. You just need to keep asking Spirit to help to remove it. One of the things that you could do is you can keep asking Spirit when it comes in, please don't let these thoughts come into me all the time. Please remove these thoughts every time they come in. And I promise you, there will be a day that you won't be thinking about that energy anymore. It won't even cross your mind. It may be every once in a great while, but it won't be something that's like a part of your life. I like the belly dancer energy because I'm not taking belly dancing lessons, but if I was, that would take tremendous courage, wouldn't it? Even to like get into that little outfit, that would take tremendous courage on my part. Somebody would have to see my belly, which my belly hasn't seen the light of day ever. And I don't know, I would be like awkward. I don't know how to dance, but it would take tremendous courage for me to try. It would take tremendous courage for me to say, I'm going to learn. So there's something about you that it was almost like, I'll do it. Okay. So you might be the person that raises their hand first. You may be the person that says, I volunteer, like this fearfulness. So maybe they love that about you. Maybe what's on the bottom of my deck? Ooh, husband and wife. Look at that. And the lavender, the lavender cards are really beautiful. But lavender, the scent is jumping out at me. So the lavender fields forever. They're saying the song. I'm not a singer. Love, pleasure, commitment. So is this person the person you're going to end up with? I like that. I do like this feeling of take my hand. Okay. So whatever that means to you, whether it's, I feel, somebody holds my hand and gives me that kind of, I'm here with you, or take my hand. I want to be with you. I want to be with you forever on this journey. So I do feel that. Wow. Okay. So moving right along. Spirit, please share with me some loving energies. What personality traits or around this person? What should I be looking for? They're saying it's the right time. Okay, I'll take that. It's the right time. Does that mean this weekend, Spirit? They're saying yes for some of you. Yes. Okay, it's the right time. Maybe this is the weekend. This is it. I have I have forgiving, nurturing energy. I have a free spirit. I think that's you, because I have this feeling like I raise my hand there. I don't know why I'm raising my hand, but I feel like I volunteer. Maybe it has to do with I volunteer. Maybe you volunteer for a lot of things like organizations, or you're always able to help, lending a helping hand. Maybe that you meet somebody that way. Maybe you're both in this activity that you're both there to volunteer. You're both there to lend a hand of some kind. And then that's where it was the take my hand also. So, wow, sign up for something. Get out there and volunteer. I'm filled with love. Okay, I'm filled with love. I like that. I'm calm. Both of you. There's a beautiful presence of peace in this connection. So for somebody who has struggled with high maintenance, high drama, crazy, okay, I feel like I'm on a peaceful pond. I feel like the pond is calm, and I'm just watching the sunset on the pond, and there's loons, I mean, it's just like crystal clear. No, nothing is moving. Like there's not even any ripples. I mean, so there's something so calming about this connection. Maybe that's what you want. I want peace. I want calm. Calm is the word of the day. I'm going to say it that way. So maybe that's something you've been manifesting. So claim it. I want, in the comments, I want calm and peace. I'm in love with you. I'm transparent. I have nothing to hide. I'm patient. And I'm helpful. I feel like you both are all of these, and I'm affectionate at the bottom of my deck. I feel like you're both these qualities. I feel that you are very much a mirroring each other in your energies. I feel like you balance each other very well. If one of you happens to not be calm, the other one can calm the other one down very easily with just the sound of their voice, or saying, you're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Don't worry. So there's a sense of we're able to calm each other constantly. So for those of you that live with high anxiety or stress, and you need more of a calming presence, I would say that this is the person that Spirit's bringing you. Okay, what else do we want? Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this connection, then we'll get into some initials. Tell me what it is you want. I have a 2 of Wands. I want a future. I do. I want a future. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a Page of Wands. It came into me as I'm into you. It sounds simple, right? That's pretty easy. I'm into you. I don't know why, maybe there's 1,000 reasons why, but I'm into you. And I have a Queen of Swords. I have nothing to hold back. I feel like this person, right from the beginning with that page, I do feel like they're curious as a cat, they said. So maybe there's a cat involved. Maybe somebody owns a cat, but it's a lot of questioning. I'm really interested in you. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you deeper. The three of Cups came into me as I can't wait for you to meet my family and friends. So a little bit of they're going to love you. They're going to think you're perfect for me. When you do meet them. I do feel like everybody behind the scenes kind of knows that either on your side or their side that you've got somebody in your life. And because maybe when you say, hey, what have you been doing? You're kind of like, not much. And they're like, yeah, who are you hanging out with? And then, lo and behold, maybe 4 or 5 months later, when you guys feel like it's strong, you start introducing, this person, and they're like, I knew it. I knew you had somebody. So something's going on with that. But yeah, I feel like your family and friends kind of know that somebody's in your life, but when you're ready to tell, you'll tell. I do feel like this person's thinking about future plans. Absolutely. I think right from the beginning, they say to themselves, I can see myself with somebody like you. I think that if we're honest and we're truthful with each other, we can really have a beautiful connection. I have a Hierophant. That came into me as I want peace in my life more so than even, yeah, religion and those things. But I don't feel like that's the driving force. The driving force is I focus on trying to stay grounded or balanced or spiritual. You know, like that's more important to me. So that could be something that they see in you. They just, you know, kind of teach me, you know, how do you handle things? Because I like how you handle things. I have a 3 of Swords. I have an 8 of Cups. And I have a 9 of Cups. The 3 of Swords came into me as not a romantic grief, but a very significant grief connected to a loved one. So in some instances, it could be even a child, which I was asking spirit. So it could be like, wow, that's a big one. That's the worst. And I don't know how you got through that, but I did get through it, or you did get through it, or you know, you have a family member that, like a sibling that lost a child, you know, something that would be very, very close to you. So they know that you've gone through something very difficult. They know that you've used this beautiful sense of spirituality to give you strength to go on and to pick you up. And I think they admire you for that. I do. I think that they see something in that that's very, very special. The 9 of Cups is more of there's my cat. The 9 of Cups is at this stage in my life. And then there's that peace dove again. So at this stage in my life, I want happiness. And I know that most of us walk around and say, I just want to be happy. Yeah, but I want to feel happy. I want to live happy. I want to live in joy. I want to have, you know, a sense of contentment in my life. So I do feel like you've made up your mind that that is really important to you. So you try to stay very optimistic. You try to find the joy in everyday life. And I think you get great joy from this cat. So I'm going to say this cat, and maybe even a bird. Maybe you even own a bird, you know, like a canary or something, little yellow canary. But I feel like I'm content with my life. And if spirit has somebody for me, that's a gift, then I will absolutely accept that. Bottom of the deck, I have a 10 of Cups. They're saying prosperity is yours, but it feels like I'm prosperous in love. It feels like I'm prosperous with um, a lot of joy has come into my life. You see somebody who maybe has been single for a long time. You meet somebody, maybe you've never had children, but they have children, and all of a sudden you have like this family. You know, you're doing like these family dinners and family things, and your whole world changes, you know, and you're kind of like, I always hoped I'd have this in my life, but I just never thought it would happen. So here it is with this 10 of Cups. Spirit saying it was more of a like promises we keep. Almost like promises that spirit has given you. So if intuitively in your heart you feel like I'm going to have that family experience, I feel like spirit's saying to me, promises we keep. Okay, so I really feel like there's something going on with me right now with that. Like spirit's made you promises. Promises are kept. Let's say it that way. Okay. That whether it's in your heart, in your mind, things you discuss with this person, I want to share a home with you. I want to travel with you. I want to get to know you. I want to be with you. You know, it's promises are made, but more importantly, promises are made and they're kept. So I think that that's more important, because there's nothing worse than empty promises. There's nothing worse than, well, you told me, and then you're devastated. Like, you should have never told me in the first place, because now I'm, you know, a mess. But no, promises made and promises kept. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? But no, it's true. It can be true with the right person. And that's what we have to remember. We're always comparing it to something that didn't work. So it can be true with the right person in the right time. All right, so let's get some initials. I haven't used these little guys for a while. These have some numbers and they have some initials. So maybe we'll get some first initials, last initials, or very important numbers that could be important to you guys. I have the letter K. I have a W. I have a J. I'll do the numbers later. Let me put these to the side. I have a G. I have another W. I have an H, an L, an I. I have a B. Those are numbers. I have a P. Okay. H. D. I have another J. Okay, I've got some numbers, so let's do this. I have a number 32, could be an age. I have I'm going to go with this, 37. Maybe it's a little, maybe Spirit's trying to show me I have an age difference of like 5 years. I have the letter Z. I have a 42. Okay, so there's my 5 years again. Yeah, part of me feels like I've got an age difference in either direction of 4 to 5 years. So something's happening with me with that. I have another L, and I have the number 3. So March. We're in March. There we go. All right, so those are some initials and some numbers. Those could be connecting to you. And then I want to do these as well, because these have been new, that these I did. So these are first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So let's see if somebody that's on your mind, maybe this is a confirmation for somebody. Let's see. I have an M-A, an E-V, S-A, could be your initials too, or your name, J-A, A-N, K-I, K-A, J-E, do a couple more, D-A, V-I, and I have a CA. Okay. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? What is important to know at this time? Let's do some of these guys. Let's see. Share with me. I have Harlequin masking. Okay. Taking off the mask, an elaborate mask. New Orleans. Taking off the mask. I feel like it's something more of a conversation that we talk about. We had a lot of honesty earlier, right? We have a lot of peace in this. We have a lot of calmness in this. So I don't think somebody who has a mask on is going to work in this kind of energy. So I feel like it's more of I can't be with somebody that just can't be themselves. And that could be something that we talk about. It could be, I can handle anything as long as it's honest. You know, don't feel like you can't tell me something and it's going to back me away or push me away. I have a fan intensifying. I'm going to say this is getting hot. I need the fan. I need to like cool off. That's nice. I have a butterfly in development. So I'm transforming. Okay. Metamorphosis right before my eyes. Okay. I have safety pin. I have to, I'm under repair, or there's a part of me that always feels like I'm just being held together by a safety pin. And that could be about a, like I said, maybe it has nothing to do with an emotional loss of relationship, but it could have been a very tragic loss of somebody very close to you that you always feel like a part of you was taken away from you. So that's why I gave a child or somebody close to you, a niece or a nephew, or somebody like that very close that they shouldn't have passed. So there's a part of you that is, you feel like it's always going to be broken. I get that. I have an alien, extraordinary. What is it about you? I don't think you're an alien, but you could be very unique. You could be very special. There could be something about you. We don't fall in love with the same old, same old. We don't. People pick somebody that's different than somebody that we've ever been with. And that's why you hear people say, there's something about you. There's, I see something in you that I've never seen in anybody else. I've never felt this way before, because we don't pick this. We're not cookie cutter. Okay. We don't pick the same thing over and over again. We choose something totally different if we can. And usually we get better results, Spirit says. I have a clock, the duration. I'm in it. This is definitely came into me as I'm in it for the long run. Okay. But, time is just going to pass. Years will pass. Okay, so in it for the long run. I think that's important to know. So a lot of you are looking for a long-term relationship. I have handcuffs, incarceration. Okay, I don't know if it's your person, but it could be somebody in a family member. It could be, it's somebody in my family, that got in trouble or is in trouble for some reason. So that could be a clue for somebody. And let's get one more of these. And I have a corn, your cream of the crop. I also like the corn for some reason, like cornfields, farming. Maybe I have to pass cornfields. To get to this person's house, or there's just a lot of cornfield farms in our area. Maybe they're cow cornfield, or there's just a particular big, there's like a side garden place that has fresh corn in the summer that I always go to. So I don't know. I feel like it's significant or just part of your life. But yeah, the cornfields is coming into me. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some initials. You want some, not some initials. Let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying today. We got lots of other clues so far. Okay. So I have this beautiful bowl of clarifying charms, and I always like this. So let me just get organized here for a second. Okay. So there's my charms. Let me get a handful of these guys. All right. What do you want me to see? Okay. Okay. All right. Headset, earbuds. Oh, whoops. That one flipped over. Earbuds on one side and a cherub, Valentine cherub on the other. Like you struck me. The 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it was almost like right in a row. It was almost like this person does 3 things right in a row that were probably nice, romantic. And then you started to say, yeah, they're starting to check all the boxes. They're doing all the right things. So look for 3 things out of the gate that you would say, that was nice, or that was respectful, or I appreciated that. So it was almost a feeling of this person just, boom, boom, boom. So your first impression is probably going to be very good. Let's see, what is this guy? Okay, this is a tree with a long path, the number 94. So it's a windy road. They're saying it's snow covered. So I do possibly live in an area that has a lot of snow. They're saying traction. So I'm 12:12 on my clock when I'm saying recording this. They're saying traction. Snow tracks, tire tracks that have, like my car has tractions. I have to have a good winter car or snow tires, something like that. So possibly snow is important where I am living. So 12:12, I am focused. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. So yeah, 12:12, that's a beautiful angel number. Okay. This is my Aries, right? My Aries, my number 106. What's on the back? That's weird because I was talking about cobwebs before. Aries in particular, do you have something that's triggered? And you do feel like it's, in the back of your mind, and then it comes forward and you're like, why am I thinking of that person? So maybe it's something that Aries are working on. Let's see. Here's a heart with an arrow through it. I can put that with my little Cupid, the number 89, but it has like all these sparks coming off of it. It's almost like I hit the center of that heart. So you struck me. You've excited my heart. My heart's beating faster. So there's definitely that feeling. What's this guy? I have my eye on you, the number 36. I can't take my eyes off of you. They're saying dark eyes. Okay, I did get a sense of dark eyes. I also feel like I have almost like green hazel eyes. So I could have somebody that has brownish eyes, but they have a lot of green. Sometimes you look at somebody's eyes and you're like, are your eyes brown or green? So really a true hazel energy there. But I did get a dark eye coming in. Maybe it's just how we look at each other. It could be as simple as that. Like, I can't take my eyes off of you. A gear, the number 20. Yeah, the gears are in motion. This is one of those connections where once we start, I don't feel like we stop. I'm not feeling, the only thing that I felt so far was that we're not ready to share it with people, only because we want to make sure it's real before we tell other people. That was the only thing that I felt. But other than that, the wheels are in motion. I have toxic. I've got to get rid of somebody who was toxic. They're saying I'm reminded of toxic. So I'm reminded of somebody who hurt me. And again, what is triggering that today? What's on the back? The number 2. Do I have 2 children with that person? Let's see. I've got a Queen's crown, the number 64. I'm going to treat you like a queen. You're special. A little bit of a pedestal energy there. I'll let you be a queen. I'll let you get away with it. So this person, you know, isn't going to be like, stop being a queen, you know, I like you being a queen. And then I have a book. Two things came in. They said messages. And when I said, but it's a book, it was like, but I write down messages. Journaling. Maybe you write messages to your future soulmate. Maybe you're talking to them now and you're writing it down in a journal, and you're asking this person to come forward. So on the other side, this person's seeing and hearing the messages because you're already connected in the spirit world. So yeah, so for those of you that are writing down, this is what I'm, you know, you're literally talking to your future soulmate. It's coming in, it's coming through to them. And then I have money, a big bag of money. Okay. You know, maybe this person is substantially wealthy, Spirit just said, not just wealthy. Okay, I'm going to write down substantially. Okay. Substantially wealthy and secure. All right. Who is this? Right. Yeah. So in addition to all these other wonderful qualities, they've got a big bag of money. That's nice. Hopefully they have a big bag of money in the bank and they keep it in the bank. Okay, let's see what else they have. Spirit, can I have some final messages, please? They're asking me for one more pull on some tarot cards. Okay, hold on. Let me move my bowl. Too much going on back here. Okay, let's see. What do they want me to know? I have a Six of Swords. I have a Hierophant. I have a Two of Cups, a Four of Wands, and a Five of Pentacles. We can get through anything. I feel like they're saying we're meant to be together. We're made for each other. Okay, you could start to feel that way. This is a commitment in the future. Okay, so I feel like we can get through anything. I feel that we are both strong emotionally. I'm excited about this journey, to tell you the truth, because it feels so real to me. It doesn't feel temporary. It doesn't feel like, let's just see where this goes. I feel like it's two King of Wands, bottom of my deck, Page of Wands, and Temperance. Yeah, there's the constant balance in this feeling, in this connection. There's this, from the moment I meet you, I felt something, you know, but I'm picking up on your energy, and your energy calms me. Your energy comforts me. So, it could be, like I said, sometimes it's as simple as, I love the sound of your voice. I love that when I start to get all squirrely head, that somebody says, you're fine. We're going to be okay. And you go, okay. Yeah, I'm going to be okay. Let's get some loving messages. Let's see what they want. I think that you've got a beautiful connection headed your way. So if it's not here yet, we'll put it out in a minute to the universe, and we'll ask Spirit to guide you. Sometimes I imagine how my life with you would feel. How would it feel? So those of you that are journaling it, you already are feeling it. You're already manifesting it. I want to come into alignment with you. I've been dreaming about having a future with you. Yeah, it's definitely somebody who's going to think ahead. No doubt in my mind. Without you, in my life, I would feel lost. I can't stop thinking about you. I think that's going to be on both sides. You are my wish fulfillment, and I only want you. You're what I've been waiting for, is really what's happening. Nothing would really make sense without you. You know, once you find your person, you get to a stage where you're like, I just can't imagine my life without you. Bottom of the deck, I will be there by your side when you're ready. That's always a little bit of you talking to your soul and saying, I am ready. I'm raising my hand. Remember, you know, take my hand. You're volunteering. So put in the comments, raise your hand if you're ready for this love. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, I think that you're doing great. I think you're doing great. I think this is a great love. I think this is a very beautiful energy that Spirit's sharing with you, the type of energy that you are meant to have in your life today. So let's put this out to the universe. First, let's thank Spirit. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. As always, I want to thank you for being here. I love doing this reading each week. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Claim it, own it. It's yours in the comments. If anyone is interested in a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. And thank you for being here. I hope you have a great weekend. And what did they say earlier? They said, it's the right time. It's the right time. So is the right time the 6th of March, the 7th of March, the 8th of March, 12:22 on the clock, as I'm wrapping this up today too. So thank you for that, angel number, Spirit. We'll see you all again real soon.